So this is just a quick video showing how I transformed these photos I took of my wife to advertise my brand in a unique way. The photos I used for this video were taken both inside and outside of my coach's house, and they don't require you to use a flashy camera or anything like that, just your smartphone. The first pic is of my wife sitting in a chair next to the front door, and we used some of the natural light from outside as our light source. The main reason I chose to take this particular picture inside instead of outside was to have a more controlled environment regarding the light. First, we're going to start off by cutting out the subject, aka Babe, using the pen tool so that we can place her anywhere we want to in the next photo. If you're a beginner using Photoshop, much like I am, then I recommend using the pen tool for cleaner selections instead of the quick selection option. I literally had no clue about the pen tool until I saw someone use it in a tutorial recently, and it completely changed the game. Now that we've traced our subject, we're going to make it a selection, then use it to create a mask. Next, let's throw our background image up there that I took of this random water thing hanging from a tree outside. I don't really like the color of the background image, so we're going to play around with the hue to change it up a little bit. I figured I'd just change the color of the water, so we'll use our pen tool once again to select the water and this time add a mask to the hue layer. Now, let's put something in the water by finding a cool image and attaching it to the water layer so it only shows up there. Play around with the blending options to make it look more real and mask out some of the picture near the top of the water. I learned if you copy the layer and blur the top version of it with a Gaussian blur, it'll give you a slight glow to it. Now, let's tweak the background using the color lookup to turn it from daytime to night. And let's do the same thing to our subject and play with the blend options and opacity to make it make sense. Next, I wanted to add a little glow to the hanging water thingy, so I added a layer on top of that and painted some light pink around it with my brush tool's flow fairly low. Then I blurred it and lowered the opacity to make it look more natural. Now we gotta make Babe look more a part of the image by adding some shadows here. So I inverse selected her and painted black shadows around her to the water thingy. We clean up the edges a little bit from the previous selection job. Then we can take out some of the pink glow to clear up the image inside the water. Looks halfway decent so far, but something's missing. Butterflies. I threw some random butterflies with a transparent background and tweaked the hue for all of them. Let's copy the original image, then cut out each one so we can edit them separately. I found this cool galaxy wallpaper that I thought would look pretty cool on the wings. Let's apply that image to each butterfly like we did with the water thing previously, play around with the blending options to make it look the best. After that, let's reposition them to where we want them, then make them pop just a little bit with a glow by copying and blurring the top layers. So we're almost finished, but we need to add a little magic to the pic by grabbing a nice sky image and setting the blend mode to screen. We're going to use our curve adjustment to show the stars a little bit more and make an inverted mask to make the entire thing disappear. Now let's sprinkle them around the butterflies and the water thingy by using the white brush tool on a low flow setting to make it look like dust. Lastly, we'll tweak all the colors of everything with color balance and contrast. Then it's time to sign off our work with our logo. Now that we've completed the image, I always save and export it so that I can make a last-minute touch-up using the camera raw filter. And here is our final image. I'm definitely still learning Photoshop, so if you guys have any advice or questions, feel free to comment or hit me up. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at ItsEasyy Productions, subscribe to my YouTube, and lastly, check out my website at ItsEasyProductions.com to stay connected. Until the next time, God bless you so much. Peace.